Welcome to Lubbock, Texas, where on Saturday a team picked 6th in the Big 12 South by some is now 6-0. The Oklahoma State Cowboys routed Texas Tech 34-17. I'm Barry Tramel with News OK, and it was a fabulous day for the Cowboys. Offense, defense, kicking game, everything played well as the Cowboys ended 66 years of frustration in Lubbock. Before the game, Tommy Tuberville and Mike Gundy exchanged pleasantries. That was as pleasant as it got for Texas Tech's new coach. The Cowboy defense came to West Texas and dominated from the start. Tech punted on each of its first 5 possessions in the first quarter, and the Red Raiders passed for just 226 yards. OSU started its scoring binge on its second possession with a 5-play, 61-yard drive, all on the ground. 21 of it on this Kendall Hunter run. 2 plays later, Hunter scored from 15 yards out to give the Cowboys a 7-0 lead. Then OSU turned to the air. Quarterback Brandon Whedon hits receiver Justin Blackman for 25 yards to the Tech 4-yard line, setting up freshman sensation Joseph Randall's touchdown run. 14-0 Cowboys. Late in the first quarter, OSU extended its lead. Randall scoots for a 13-yard gain, then Whedon connected with Blackman for 15 yards to the Tech 3. And 2 plays later, third-team tailback Jeremy Smith scores from 4 yards out. 21-0 Cowboys after 1 quarter. Tech rallied in the second quarter, producing 2 straight touchdown drives. The second capped by Taylor Potts' 28-yard TD toss to Cornelius Douglas. It was 24-14 Cowboys at halftime. Tech threatened in the third quarter, but Johnny Thomas forced this Baron Batch fumble. Jamie Blatnick recovered at the OSU 36, and 2 plays later, Whedon and Blackman teamed for a 62-yard touchdown play. Blackman continued his remarkable production with 10 catches for 207 yards. 31-14 Cowboys. The OSU defense grew stingy in the second half, allowing only a field goal as the Cowboys ended a 66-year victory drought in Lubbock.
As a good win for our football team, I thought it was the most complete game that we've played in all 3 phases. We started fast on offense. Then we went into a lull for a little while. Defense picked us up. The same thing happened when the defense allowed a couple long drives. Offense was able to come back in. Blackman made a big play. And then in the second half, the key was us being able to run the football and force turnovers.
You know, it's a big win. You know, there was not a whole lot of talk about the 66-year streak that we had a chance to collapse. You know, that was really not in our mind. But when you're looking back, that's a pretty big feat. You know, we've had some very good football teams that have come in here and been unfortunate not come up with a win. So it's a big accomplishment for this team. We're 6-0, and we're excited to be there. And yeah, like I said, defensive side of the ball really stepped up to the task, especially in the second half. They, you know, to allow that offense to score 3 points, that's pretty impressive. I'm proud of those guys.
You can't give them a beat on exactly what you're trying to do. You got to be each week. You have to have a new, nuance to make a difference, and that was our ideas this week. They did a lot of bubble screens in the previous games, now passes, and got you out there in one-on-one, and we want to make sure we had somebody running in the alley to cover that down, and it worked out.
We didn't blitz a lot because we know Potts get rid of the ball within 3 seconds. So, I mean, we knew that we had to play more cover downs and stop their routes and stop Potts from hitting them the check downs and everything. So Coach Young came up with the scheme and we executed. I mean, the goal was just to go out there and execute the play that our coaches have for us. We know that our coaches are going to put us in the right position to make plays, so we just went out there and executed the play.
No, he's been progressing to that point. If you look back since game 1, his load has increased each game, and we've seen it coming. And going into this game, we wanted to get him more involved. We wanted to get Jeremy Smith more involved. He played more snaps. I mean, Kendall and Bryant Ward have been playing a lot of snaps. And, for this 7-game stretch right here, we had to get Randall and Jeremy Smith going.
I mean, we just came out and executed plays. I mean, a lot of the routes I ran were open. Coach called some great plays and got me in the open field and just tried to execute the play.
And now it's back to Stillwater, where next Saturday the Cowboys host Nebraska, and it will be OSU that is the undefeated team in that matchup. If the Cowboys play as well against Nebraska as they played against Texas Tech, look for OSU to be 7-0. Stay tuned for further OSU coverage every day in the Oklahoman and here on News OK.